I've challenged myself to create KiriKilovolt's own F1 racing team, and it went better than I thought. The Racing Giraffe made their debut last April, alongside another subgroup of other VTubers called Solstia, I think. Now apparently there's quite a big world behind these YouTubers, even companies and discount agencies. I know nothing about this, I just like Kiri. Racing liveries with this YouTuber face aren't a new thing. I saw NASCAR with their colors and logos, and someone even created a mini with their face on it on Forza. I'll put a link to the video in the description. Now, if I have to be honest, this video should have come out, at least not now. You see, I actually wanted to do a Rolls Royce livery on the F1 2026 car. I've changed my mind when I realized that 2 days ago was Kiri's birthday. So I decided to give her a present and to postpone the Rolls livery to another day. Don't worry, this time it will come out soon, I hope. As you can see on video right now, I had a precise idea for the car. Basically using a giraffe pattern, more specifically this one that's white and dark orange, maybe even brown, as a base. Differently from the other livery that I did, I want to do something a bit crazier and experiment a bit with the Assetto Corsa livery design. So you'll see a lot of trial and error in this one. Also, I was thinking about using the same exact dimension for the 4 pieces that I used to make the whole car, but they were clipping, so I thought, let's try to make it a little bit smaller. And actually, it worked pretty well. And watching it on Content Manager on Assetto Corsa, it isn't as much an eyesore as I thought. I've also decided to black out a lot of the part, most importantly the wings and the floor. The car is mostly white, so I decided to have a bit of contrast between the colors. Worked a bit also on the details, like those things on the front wing, which I don't know the name. Make it a full orange, and I think this is a pretty nice detail. For the number, I decided to go with the 95, even though it's my number, but I'll let it slide just this once. Because KiriKilovolt, just like me, is a big Lightning McQueen fan. Also, I had to experiment way too much with the colors because I couldn't find anything that looked good on the car. For example, I tried it out with not so bright orange, we could say, but it was shit, honestly. I've also tried to reverse the color of the border and the main one, but the result was just as bad as the normal one. So I settled for a vivid red main car and the same orange as before for the border. For phase for the Lightning McQueen connection, and it actually turned out quite well. The last thing I wanted to do before starting with the sponsors is having a really bright orange underside. I wanted to do that because KiriKilovolt is a big McLaren fan, so I think the orange just makes sense for her. And honestly, it also looks quite cool with the colors we have used today. It is now time to put some personal logos on the car. We'll first start with the small giraffe logo that Kiri has. It's probably one of the logos that uses less, as far as I know. But it's very small, so I think it could fit very well as a team logo, so I put on the very front of the car. I then put Globy, which is a real company that really exists, and I worked with VTubers like Kiri, and they're actually the one that make her debut and manages her. Zero also, which I think is a fake company that she created. A Pirelli logo then? Obviously, it's an F1 car, obviously it has a Pirelli logo on the front. Another fake sponsor then come in, on a place that I didn't really touch on the other livery. After some troubles of putting in the right place, I think it turned out really well. Next up, the Giraffe project logo. My first idea was to put it near the Pirelli logo on the front nose, but then I remembered the W11, which had a model name written on the side, so I decided to copy it a little and put the Giraffe project on the side. Maybe the car could be named after that, the GRF01, could be a nice name, huh? After that, the big KiriKilovolt logo, really big, on a really visible place. I don't think it can be better than that. Change the background real quick, I just put the dark one, which I think suits better the car. The car is slowly but surely taking shape, and as the front nose is completed, we will then switch our attention to the main body. First, with what I can only assume is some giraffe kanji. I'm not really sure what does that mean or what is represented. I'm really sorry for that, but I think this place suits this sticker really well. And also with the Chief logo, that funny enough kinda reminds me of the Champions logo. I'll just put a white background, just so it's more visible. And there it is. Yes, quite nice. Little spoilers though, this won't be the position it'll be when we'll finish our livery. I'll switch it around a bit. Now I'll just pose the main body of the car to focus more on the rear wing, and all that black space on the back gave me an idea. I'll just need one of these, and I'll put it here, and yeah, that would do the trick. Put also some other giraffe kanji and another logo of Kiri, and I think that does the end plate of the rear wing. I'll just need to copy it around now. Continuing with the rear wing, I decided to put the Globy logo on the back of the rear wing, but because the rear wing was black I needed to color it white, and for some reason it was one of the hardest tasks ever, even though changing color in a sticker is one of the simplest tasks ever, but hey ho. And also after managing to change the color, my trouble weren't about to end. After fixing the problem, I was thinking about which sponsor to put on the front part of the rear wing. At the start I was thinking about Zirao, but after trying to put it, I didn't particularly like it, so I tried out with Kirin. Kirin was a perfect match actually. I loved how the logo matched perfectly the shape of the rear wing. Now that the rear wing is done, let's focus back on the main body of the car. Then, first thing first, we'll put the Zirao logo here, the biggest on them all. Then, as I said before, we will change the position of the Chief logo and we'll put it on the side pod. And last but not least, we put a big KiriKilovolt logo on the top, on the air intake. Now some finishing touches and I think it's ready to go. But not before one last thing. I took some creative liberties there and I decided to put the AMG logo below the number. Why? Because there was space there and I think it could match the car. As I said before, Kiri is a big McLaren fan, so having an AMG engine should suit the team. Okay, now it's ready. Let's take it for a spin, shall we? There she is, cruising around the track. Probably the most eagle-eyed of you have seen that I made some changes to the car. Added some sponsor like Brave Group, which is another real-life company kinda like Globy, which is actually owned by Globy if I remember correctly. Honestly, I really like the car. It's something you don't see every day, and that gives her that unique feeling, we could say. Now, for this video I think I talked enough. First of all, I thank you for watching this video, and also I say happy birthday to Kiri. Hope you enjoyed this day, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.